It's me here again. Now, I've been having trouble. Hopefully I'm not squeaky. It's Marie here, and I have been catching up with the AMP show. So it's been a couple of weeks since I've called in, checked in and said hello. And as you may see in the title, I'm going to be doing something quite frightening. And that one thing is I'm going to be talking about the show. Now, I see someone's just logged in. Please let me know if you can hear me. If I sound squeaky, tell me if I sound squeaky. Mind you, probably can't hear me if I sound squeaky, but tell me if I'm squeaky. Christmas. Yes, I'm going to be talking about Christmas. And Christmas is basically, I mean, here in New Zealand, I mean, it seems to get earlier every year. I mean, when I lived in the US, it was fantastic because there you had Halloween and, oh, perfect, thanks, Lindley. I sound all good now. Thank you so much for that. You had, in October, you had Halloween, and then you moved into November into Thanksgiving, and Christmas didn't really kick off until late November. But here in New Zealand, well, you know, I tell you what, the minute the end of the winter's over, we seem to be decking out with tinsel and Christmas trees, and it's all on. It's quite frightening. However, as knitters, if we're going to be making gifts for Christmas, we kind of need to be, you know, doing it now. So I kind of thought in the next videos leading into Christmas that we would just talk about some gift ideas, things that you can do, some nice crafty handmade gifts that you can do, nice, simple and easy to actually give to those ones that you love. So the first thing I'm going to start off with, and I mentioned this before, so if you would have seen the squeaky squeak, but not the complete thing, is I've shown this before, this little hair comb. Isn't that cute? Look at that. Oh, there we go. Now this little hair comb, I just did, this is a crocheted flower, which is one of the flowers from the Frida crown. And as I've said ad nauseum, I think the Frida crown is a fantastic gift. But if you're wanting something a little bit smaller, take one of these little crocheted flowers, or if you don't know how to crochet, just Ravelry knitted flowers. There's heaps of them out there. And in fact, I think on one of the patterns in my blog, there's one called the Posy Cozy. I think it's a Posy Cozy. And it talks about, I've got a little knitted flower there. So you can actually pop these wee knitted flowers and just stitch them onto the back of these cheap combs. And if you've got somebody who's got long hair or a girl, they're just a really simple, quick, fun gift that you can whip up for somebody. And I mean, honestly, either knitted or crocheted, those flowers only take about 20 minutes to do, so that's not long at all. So that's gift idea number one. Really, really, really simple. The other thing I wanted to show you is actually a project that Claire downstairs in our shop has just finished. And she has got a little girl who's 6, and she's a prolific knitter herself, and she's just knitted this gorgeous little shrug. Really, really, really cute. And this is it here. Look at that. And it's called Aperture, and it's by Pekka Design Studio, Kelly Van Niekerk. And Kelly, for many of you, I know have knitted Pekka Designs. She's one of our most prolific children's designers here in New Zealand. She does awesome work. Again, don't panic, I'll pop her details for her Ravelry store in the comments. And she, that little, look at that, it's just gorgeous, right? So that's Aperture, and it's designed to be a little shrug that you pop against, let me just get rid of mine. So, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous little shrug. Now, she has gone and done hers in, I'm just going to turn this around so you can see it on the hook. Look at that. So she's gone and grabbed one of the new opal. Isn't that gorgeous? The new opal sparkles, there it is there, and that's available on our website at the moment. Isn't that stunning? Absolutely gorgeous. Now her daughter is 6, so she said this does fit her for size 6. She said the other thing to tell you is it only took 30 grams. So it's a brilliant little project because A, it's nice and quick. If you've got little girls of your own or friends or grandchildren that you want to knit for, it's the perfect project for these warmer times. You know, like it's a little croc bolero, perfect for the summer, you know, for first thing in the morning or last thing in the evening. As Claire said, it literally took her, you know, an evening and a bit to do. And 30 grams, well, that's 3 out of one of these. And the pattern is sized from 6 months all the way through to 10 years. So it is a pay pattern, but with that huge size range, it is just fantastic value. So head over, I'll put the link in the comments. So grab that pattern, it's called Aperture. Now, it's written for a 4-ply yarn, so Claire's done it in the opal. However, I reckon it's also would be ideal in cottons. So if you wanted something, there you go, a wee bit cooler, these cottons would work really, really well with that, because there isn't a huge amount of structure in there. You've got a nice firm 1x1 rib, and that would work really well on a cotton, because you want something that's not going to be too heavy, because there's not a lot of yarn memory there. So a cotton in that shrug would be ideal. So we've got heaps of those. All of those cottons would be fantastic. And in fact, that little print in that pattern would look gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Or if you're looking for a little shrug ballet cardigan, if you've got girls who are dancers, the Delight. This is the Delight mohair, which is that super, super, super fine mohair. That knitted in that pattern would give you a really beautiful sheer mohair cardigan. Perfect if you've got a dancer in the family. So those are some really, really nice ideas for Christmas gifts for little ones that you've got heading into the projects, and they won't take too long. So I promise that is the end of talk for Christmas, well, sort of almost, because the last thing is slightly festive looking, and hopefully I'll get these up today, but if I don't, I promise they'll be up by Monday. The 2 new colours in the Muse range from Bohemia Worsted, and I have to say they do look at, look at that. Oh, they look very, very, very festive. Very festive. So these ones, this beautiful girl here is called Ophelia. Ooh, look. That's Ophelia, and this one here is called Destiny. So absolutely gorgeous colours. And of course, if you have been, and I have seen lots of posts and lots of images, Outlaw October has been rocking along. There is some really amazing stuff, so I'm expecting to see all of those entries next week. I'm judging the Renegade category, but these will be up next week. So again, if you're wanting to do some gift knitting, these are the 2 new shades, Ophelia and Destiny from Outlaw Bohemia Worsted. Okay, it's going to be a short video, I promise. I promise. Told myself less than 10 minutes today. While I was out at the AMP show, thank you for everybody that entered, by the way. We had a huge number of entries, best that we've had for a number of years. Really thrilled. Some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful work. So thank you to everyone that took the time to knit something and pop some entries in. They were absolutely stunning. So, and also all the ones that popped by and said hello. It was great to see you. So you get a bit of downtime to knit while I'm there. So I grabbed the Drift. So I've been showing the Drift now for several months. So the Drift is one that we've got in our sale, and it's the funniest thing. This Drift, like I've actually, this is Jersey. This is the colorway called Jersey, and I've named it because it looks a bit like a Jersey caramel. And it's the funniest thing. I've been posting up on our Facebook page and the Instagram. I started knitting it because I thought, well, I'm selling this out here. It would be nice to knit with it. So this pattern, I'm just doing a jumper for my oldest boy for next year. The pattern is the T-shirt vest by Kylie Bates, which is one of my go-to patterns. If you haven't got it, again, I'll put the link in Ravelry. And it's just a basic knitted T-shirt, essentially. I do pop a hood on it for my guy because he likes a hood. But look at that. See how that's knitted up? And I don't know how well the camera's going to capture this, but you can see the drifts in there. It's lovely and soft to work with. It's been an absolute dream to knit. And it's one of those crazy yarns that looks so much better knitted up than what it does on the skein. Like it just sort of kind of looks a bit meh on the skein. But I think knitted up, that looks absolutely fantastic. It does. It looks brilliant, feels great, nice smooth fabric. I can feel that it's going to wear well. And that is, because we're only down to the last few colours. We've got, this is the Jersey. We've also got Aurora, which is a really pretty navy and lime green combination, really, really pretty. And 120 gram skeins, only $9.95. Now, if you're wondering how many I've got there, so that's that. So I'm about halfway down the body. Halfway down the body, there's a few little cuffs, and again, as it's me, I put a hood on. If you're just doing the t-shirt, this is for size 10, and that's the second skein. So you would get smaller sizes, 1 hank would do one, larger sizes, 2 hanks. Because I'm putting a hood on it, I probably will need the third, but at $9.95 a hank, that is really, really good buying. So if you're wanting to get a jump start over the holidays, or the next little bit on your winter knitting for the kids or yourself for next year, do snap the last of that up, because once it's gone, it's all gone. We bought the last of it in the country, so do make sure you snap that up. It's really, really great buying. But other than that, we're just rocketing along. The next video, I'm going to show you my next sort of gift idea, which is a fantastic calendar. You may have actually seen some of the posts on social media from Yarn Hawke's Bay. We are involved in that. And failing that, chill out, stitch on, have a great time, and I hope to catch up with you either next week or the week after. And I'll get the skates on and try and get those 2 Bohemia colours loaded up for you. So take care, and we'll talk again soon. Bye.